Good evening. Welcome back to the Ponderosa. He's Michael Landon Jr. His dad played Little Joe Cartwright. This guy's Dirk Blocker. His father played Hoss Cartwright. This is a very special evening because tonight we're heading back to Bonanza. In 1959, NBC asked writer-producer David Dortort to create something completely different for television, an epic American Western. For inspiration, he looked to King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table. So even before Kennedy's election, the first American Camelot was established. High in the Sierras on the shores of Lake Tahoe at a place called the Ponderosa. And always at the show's center was the story of a man, his family, and the future they were trying to build.
Now, you're going to be all right, mister. You got Jacob J. Dorman's word on it. Easy. What's your family going to think? You must have been gone 2 days now.
Say 2 days?
That's right. And I tell you, it's been a job tending you. Getting you to swallow water.
You must be out of their minds with worry. You probably think I'm dead.
Maybe they're out looking for whoever it is who shot you.
Yeah. No, those boys of mine, they're intelligent men. They're grown men, and they wouldn't do anything rash.
You knew the hole was right here. What'd you back it in so far for? Why didn't you say something?
Because you didn't ask me, older brother.
Now, why don't you stop arguing and start pushing?
That's the smartest thing that's been said today.
What in the world?
Stop it! Stand!
You satisfied? Here, let me help you.
These, I take it, are your sons, Benjamin Cartwright.
Ben, you don't know what it's like trying to raise a girl. But I do know what it's like trying to raise 3 sons. And sometimes you have to show them a little affection and understanding.
Take your feet off the table.
Take your foot off the table. Feet on the floor.
Will you stop that pounding? I don't know what's gotten into the 3 of you lately.
If you can't talk to each other without fighting, get on up to bed.
Now go on. As long as you continue to live on the Ponderosa, you'll do exactly as I say.
Hey, Hoss, how do you suppose you and I grew up to be so sweet-tempered with such a grouch for a pa?
It isn't always easy for fathers to understand. Ask my boys. I'm sure they find me pretty difficult at times.
I've raised a pack of stubborn, mule-headed, stump-brained. I told him once, I told him 10 times. Wait here at Tyson Wells, I said. Wait here, I said. But no, he's got to run off somewhere. Can't stay put. Does my word mean anything around here anymore? What?
Paul, me and Adam want to tell you something if you'll calm down.
I am calm.
You're shouting.
I'm not shouting.
Joe went to Yuma to buy a horse.
A horse?
Paul, this wasn't just any horse. It was a gift for you.
A gift?
For your birthday. We've been planning it since last year.
We even rode every horse breeder from here to Kentucky.
Yeah, you see, we wanted it to be the greatest horse we could find.
We wanted him to say something that we just couldn't say.
What was it you couldn't say?
Paul, I reckon we just didn't know how to say we loved you.
boy of mine, Adam? Oh, he's real calm in an emergency. Yeah, he's real calm.
Don't try, Jesse.
You talk too much for a man of action.
You're, wasting your time, Lady Dunsford.
Do you rather I wasted it with my husband?
Your husband's a friend of my father's. That means he's my friend, too.
You are an honorable man.
There are worse things to be.
Our brother Adam's a little different.
Senorita,
You have my deepest apology.
He's sneaky.
I just love guitar music.
Gay is the garland and fresh are the roses I cull from my garden.
She's up there. Yeah, she likes it.
Oh, don't deceive me. Oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Oh, don't deceive me. Oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so? Thus sang the maiden, her sorrows bewailing. Thus sang the pretty maiden in the valley below. Oh, don't deceive me. Oh, never leave me. How could you use a poor maiden so?
Adam Cartwright, I knew it was you. No one but you could sing with such deep, tender feeling.
Where's Kane? Just rocks.
You still think you're a better man than I am, don't you?
That's right.
I claim that you can be driven to kill like anyone else. I'm going to give you a fair chance to kill or be killed. This gun is loaded. Now I'm going to put it between you and me. We'll both go for it. The count of 5.
Either way, I win.
Adam!
Adam.
There was no goal. No.
Adam! He was dragging a dead man, Paul.
He's been through some kind of hell.
Was a pure and simple soul. And although my father was a bit more worldly, there was a whole lot of him in Hoss.
Yes, it must be a fine thing to be blessed by the Lord with 3 strong sons.
No, I don't think Adam could do anything without giving it some real deep thought. Any more than Hoss could do anything without giving it some real deep feeling.
Hoss?
Horse?
No, ma'am, not horse. Hoss.
I'm charmed, Horse.
Not horse. Hoss? No, Hoss.
What a lovely name it is.
Hoss, eh?
My middle boy.
Strong back, I bet you. But kind of slow.
If by slow you mean slow to anger, slow to condemn, or slow to hurt living things, yeah, I guess you might say he was slow.
Don't come near me. Don't come near me. I am bad and I am mean.
Oh, I'll bet you are.
He knows what he's doing.
You're just about the meanest and baddest thing I've run into in my life. I don't think tonight's a real good night for killing, do you? Well, what do you say me and you go down and get us a couple of them donuts while Hopsing ain't looking?
Would that be all right?
All right. Well, you'd be downright insulted if any of them things was left by supper.
What are you doing in Hopsing kitchen?
Besides that, I'm bigger than he is.
The big boy takes a donut. Bad boy. Very bad boy.
I got some real important things to be doing, Hopsing. I'll see you.
What have you got there?
A sandwich. This for Little Joe and Mr. Adam. This for Mr. Hoss.
Yeah, seems about right.
What's for breakfast?
For you, half a cow.
You tell Mr. Hoss I cooked turkey for supper.
What are the rest of us going to eat?
Some of the folks around town are saying stuff that, well, like the reason you didn't marry Mr. Prescott was because you was in love or something with me. Then I'll take her hand, just like Little Joe taught me, and give her that evil eye of his. Then I'll turn to her and I'll say, that bird, that wasn't the prettiest thing I ever heard.
Why, you sanctimonious bag of wind, why don't you shut up?
Is this thing practical? Practical? Boy, anything you can ride in, practical, ain't it? You build a full-size one and you can go almost any place.
Come on. Can you rope a steer with that thing?
No.
Can you hitch 6 of these together and haul freight?
You just can't always prove things out ahead of time. Sometimes you got to just have faith and you go ahead and do something, and then when you get it done, you point to it and say, now, there, that's what I mean. If I was to tell you something, a big secret, would you promise not to laugh at me?
Hoss, have I ever?
You know that Professor Clump? Well, he's got this invention, see? And I'm going to fly it.
Fly it.
And then I'm going to be one of them giants among men.
He's been bringing strays his home ever since he was old enough to walk.
No, if it wasn't a motherless calf, it was a stray dog or a stray cat or a bird with a broken wing.
But that silly notion about trying to help people, I just don't know where he gets it from. It's a good thing we don't have more room. We'd bring him home two at a time.
Well, he's got a big heart.
I'm gonna kill you.
Isn't that going to be rather difficult?
You're a miserable human being. But they don't hang men for that. They do for shooting down an unarmed man. You've got the guts to hang, Connors.
Said my pa was a murderer. And that he had escaped from prison.
That's true. I should have told you a long time ago. They think he might be coming this way. I ain't aiming on pulling this trigger unless you make me.
You could say you never seen me.
I can't do that. I can help you turn yourself in and then do what I can for you. Come on, let's go.
Can't you understand? They kept me in a cage like an animal. I had to get up when they say, eat when they say, sleep when they say, work when they say. I can't go back!
I wish I had some words to take your pain away, Hoss.
What am I going to say to him? I've been sitting here praying as hard as I know how that God would tell me what to say to him. We was friends, Paul. Paul. I got these big hands, Paul, and I can lift a heifer clean off in the ground. And I can whoop most near any man I ever met. But I'd cut them both off. Why don't God help me, Paul? Why don't he tell me what to say? Why do I have to just be a big, dumb horse?
There's nothing you can say. He'll have to understand by himself.
Billy? Billy.
He's dead, son.
Your horse.
Sorry, Billy. I'm terribly sorry.
You said you were my friend. You knew he was coming back for me. You killed him.
Billy, he didn't leave me no choice. I'm terribly sorry, Billy. I'd do anything to bring your Paul back to you, but I can't. I'm sorry.
I hate you, I hate you. I hate you. Kill my Paul. I hate you. You killed him.
I'm sorry, Billy. I'm terrible sorry.
I hate you.
Billy.
I wish I were big enough. I wish I were big enough to kill you.
Hoss, it's not your fault.
Leave me alone, Paul.
My dad was in his early 20s when Bonanza began, still practically a kid. But through the run of Bonanza, he learned and he grew and he became a man.
Could you get your horse to manage a livelier gait? I don't want my sons to worry more than they have to. Get up!
Have yourself the coffee, Mr. Dorman. Ben, they figured that you was dry gulch, that you was dead.
Well, you know my boys better than that.
Here, take this coffee. I'm going over and get the doc. Be good for you.
I don't know. You, didn't tell me much about your third boy.
I don't know how much I know about that third boy of mine. He's quick-tempered. Sometimes I see an anger in him that... Three wives, 3 sons. All of them so different.
Hey, Cousin Clarissa. Welcome to the Ponderosa.
You must be Joseph. Your father said in his letters that you were the impetuous one.
Joseph, don't you think you've dipped into that bowl a little too often tonight?
No, I'm just thirsty, Bob.
Joe, you ain't fixing to have no trouble with that Dr. Holliday, are you?
Just that Doc Holliday said that 1 second after midnight he was going to kill me.
Now, look, son, you're going to get right on your horse right now and ride for the Ponderosa. And you're no match for him. Now, do as I ask you, ride for home.
Well, I just can't do that. Tomorrow morning, everybody in Virginia City know Doc Holliday faced me down.
Adam, will you talk some sense into your brother?
You talk to him. He's your son.
Horse.
I reckon little Joe's sort of got himself into a pickle. Ain't but one way out of it. Yourself, little brother?
Having a heck of a time. You see the way I backed him down?
I sure did.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm real proud of you, little brother. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Awful nice knowing you, little Joe.
Spider just has a real kick to it.
Well, put him on his horse, boys. I'll be right out.
Hey! What are you doing, Cartwright?
I'm taking my horse.
Horse?
That's right. I just won it, didn't I?
Oh, no. You got it all wrong, Cartwright. The horse I need. That's what you want.
The what?
The girl.
You don't know the difference between a girl and a horse.
Oh, no, sure I do, Bob. Will you run away and marry me? Tessa, I want to marry you. I'd be especially proud if you'd consent to be my wife. I want to marry you now, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. I'm not marrying Judge Terry.
Where I was born, no gentleman he kisses the lady without the honorable intention to marry her.
Yeah, well, you know, we could go behind that wagon.
You gotta hand it to you. When it comes to women, you're the real expert in the family.
I know exactly why you're here. And I won't disappoint you.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you, Dad! I'll kill you! Come on. Come again. Come on.
Looks like you handled that real nice, Joe.
Shut up.
Does anybody intend to answer that knock at the door?
Well, I suppose that means me. I don't know why I had to be born the youngest.
So you could have respect for your elders, that's why.
That's right. Hop to it, Sonny.
I'm tired of being little Joe, Pa. I'm tired of being the little brother. I want a chance to do something by myself. Pa, how can I prove if I'm good at anything by myself?
Joe, you don't have to prove yourself to us.
I'm trying to prove myself to me.
And what is it you're trying to prove?
I don't know whether Whether I'm good enough, whether I'm old enough, or whether I'm smart enough to do something by myself without 3 people waiting there to help me every time I stub my toe.
Well, Joe's decided that he's going to bid on that Sun Mountain timber contract for us.
All right, I'll take a few days off and help you myself.
Hey, yeah, me too. The range can wait, can it, Paul?
I don't need any help. Now, look, this is my idea, it's my job, and I want to do it by myself.
Well, see you around.
Good luck.
I want you to do something for me.
Well, what's that?
Break these.
Break these? All right. Wait a minute. You would think they'd... Holy... I can't do it, Bob.
That's right. Now, they're together like this. You can't break them. But... singly, they can be broken. By himself. Each one of us can be broken. We're all here. If you need us.
I'll remember that, Bob.
But you are a man, Joe, a very good man. You can't do it alone.
Yeah, I think my family might agree with you.
Put the ropes on.
You're not going to hang anybody, Sheriff. Unless you want to see your deputy hang, too.
The 3 of you got a fair trial. There's nothing you can do. You're one man against the whole town.
Just one man? I think you better count again, Sheriff. I'd like to call my first witness. Deputy Stan Mays. All right, Stan, tell him who shot the teller. Tell him who killed the teller.
It was Artie.
No!
All right, you men are free to go.
Well, little brother, I don't know when I was glad to see you.
Yeah, what took you so long?
Ugly-looking things, ain't they?
Depends on where you're standing.
Well, they don't look so bad from down here.
Well, I don't know about you fellas, but I don't want to hang around here.
He's here. He's gonna be all right.
Hey, Paul. Paul, doggone it. I thought you was gone for sure.
No.
What happened?
Oh, some fella took a couple of shots at me. Couldn't see who it was, though.
A feller? You mean there's only one of them?
Your brother just told us what happened to him. How about you?
I found my man. But I couldn't go through with it.
Pretty generally the same thing happened to me, Paul. I found my man.
What?
I just didn't have the stomach to go through with it.
In my business, a man can count himself lucky if he's 2/3 successful.
Little Joe ain't back. He's hot-tempered, but he's still one of your sons, Paul.
Bonanza was ahead of its time in dealing with many concerns, from environmental issues to social justice. Many viewers credited the show with first opening their eyes to contemporary questions of right and wrong.
And it was all told through Bonanza's simple story. A man's quest to pass on his ideals to his children and the future.
Ben Cartwright is a highly moral man.
He's fair and honest.
He won't ask you to do anything he wouldn't do himself.
Mr. Cartwright is a man of principle. He believes in conservation.
Ponderosa holds about as much claim to us as we do her. It's more like a partnership. Like we're all sort of beholden to one another. Paul won't let us cut a tree down unless there's another tree growing to take its place, or take a cup of water out of the lake if it makes a lake go down that much. Ponderosa's got a mighty lot to give. Like Paul says, we ain't to take 1 ounce out of her that she can't grow back. I just don't understand it. We're all from the same country here, and yet there's still all this talk about north and south. Where's the dividing line?
I'd say that the dividing line was in people's minds.
Well, that puts me in the middle, all right, because I ain't got no leaning either way.
You know, that's the trouble with you, Horst. Now, you take older brother over here. He's from way up north. Me, I'm from way down south in Dixie.
Now, just blow the bugle when you want the war started.
All right, now. We all have our roots, and they're right here in the Ponderosa now.
Look at him. You've been riding Mr. Kyle ever since you met him.
Now, stay out of it.
Brother against brother?
How dare you, either of you?
I've got 23 delegates pledged to me. That's 1 short. I need your vote, Ben. And Lincoln needs the silver. He needs it bad.
Yeah. Yes, he needs it bad. And so does Jefferson Davis need it bad. And if neither one of them gets it, the war will die of its own poverty.
Ben Cartwright, you've got your head deeper in the ground than the deepest diggings.
Well, this war has nothing to do with us here in the territory. But it's already divided my sons, one against the other. I don't want any part of it. And if statehood means war, then I certainly don't want any part of that.
We should have killed them all while we had a chance.
You feel you have the right to kill an Indian simply because he rides across your open range?
A thieving, murdering, scalping, mutilating savage. Yes, I do.
I'll report this to the nominating committee, as I must.
You're turning your back on me. You're turning your back because of red filth not fit to walk the earth. Go ahead, talk to the committee. You'll find they still want me as governor.
Mr. Bowers, I'm Mrs. Gable, president of the Virginia City...
No, ma'am. My name is Simpson. Charlie Simpson.
I thought you were the famous singer, Thomas Bowers.
No, ma'am.
I'm Thomas Bowers.
Oh. You're Thomas Bowers?
I am, madam.
You can't be. I mean, surely there's some mistake.
May I have some ham and eggs, please?
And you've got money?
Yes, of course.
Well, that's too bad, because we're all out of food.
Then perhaps I might have a glass of water.
We're all out of water, too. You want a glass of water, boy? There's a horse trough right out in front.
Let him go. Let me have him. Well, I'm sorry to have let you down, Horst.
Don't worry about that, Tom. Tom, supposing the whole town was against you. Now, are you going to change anything or make anything better by running out? Look here. There's some folks that's going to always be on your side. And, of course, there's always going to be a few that ain't never going to be. And we both know that, don't we? But what about all them other folks that ain't made up their minds yet? And that hall over there is packed plumb full of folks just waiting to make up their minds. Are you going to pass up this opportunity by running out on them, too?
There's a little prejudice hidden in every one of us, whether we like to admit it or not. It isn't enough just to be against bigotry. It takes some doing to reach deep down inside yourself, dig it out, admit it, and face it down. Any man who can do that deserves another chance.
Look, even if Joe did find his man, and he did kill him, he did it believing that that man had killed you.
An eye for an eye. Is that what you boys have been taught to believe?
Heard something.
They told me you were all right. I was afraid to believe it.
See, you got Paul's rifle.
So you found your man?
Yeah, I found him.
Joe?
No, I didn't kill him. But your rifle pointed at him, had my finger on the trigger, but I just couldn't pull it. Maybe it was because it was your rifle. Sheriff Coffey's gonna go out and pick him up sometime tomorrow.
Norman? I haven't paid you what I owe you.
I kind of lied to you about Carson City. Never was much of a stop for me. Never done more than $4 worth of business there in my life.
Even so, Mr. Dorman, I feel I owe you a great deal.
I've been paid. You're a very lucky man, Mr. Cartwright.
Thank you.
We're not done yet. You won't believe the famous faces that rode onto the Ponderosa when we come back.
Lonely sometimes, and well, I know you get sick and tired of having us around, but well, we...
I see. So you don't think Miss Mencken is good enough for your father?
Well, Paul, she's an actress.
I resent these innuendos about actresses. An actress's job is something quite different.
Of course, she's been acting kind of strange for some time now, I guess.
No, in my opinion.
I don't pay you for your opinions. I pay you to do as you're told. Now go do it.
Bettina's a woman. She needs to be told what to do.
I do. But we have to learn to live with them.
Maybe it's a good idea that she gets away for a while.
I would love to. But as you can see, I'm in jail.
Oh, that's all right. I won't tell your father.
He ain't my pa.
So what? His kind belongs in jail, right?
They're coming after us, Sam. They're gonna hang us.
You're not going to get any help from those chicken-livered friends of yours.
Well, I guess there's only one thing to do.
Might as well put a rope around his neck and jump off a chair. Save everybody a lot of trouble.
Why should I?
An honest man's not afraid to answer a question.
Think about that while you're riding your chair.
Be beholden to you if you just forget I ever opened my mouth.
I had it all figured out. That's what I was after.
I'm 6 going on 7, Mr. Cartwright.
Don't give you no license to forget who's king of this here mountain.
That's some ambition.
My new foreman.
We've met.
You're right, he's downright unfriendly.
I've been waiting for this, Cartwright. I'm gonna kill you.
She's done.
Could we talk about it tomorrow? I'm just so tired.
Your wife don't seem none too happy to see me.
You insufferable stuffed artichoke. If you think you dislike having me here more than I dislike being here, you are grossly mistaken.
Woo! That was close.
Forward again with the right elbow.
Well, we're going to try to get you to explain what you were doing at the Enterprise.
Maybe if you'd stop crying in the beer all the time about being homesick.
What do you mean by a condition?
I think he has some cracked ribs on one side.
Why tell me this?
You're a doctor.
Not a doctor. A condemned murderer. I must say I've had a great deal of experience with this sort of injury. I was a surgeon in an army hospital during the war.
Bonanza also attracted incredible behind-the-scenes talent. And it's also where my father learned his craft as a writer and director. Bonanza ended its run January 16th, 1973. 430 episodes, 14 years. And since it ended, not an hour has passed when Bonanza has not been playing somewhere in the world. The great talents that made Bonanza created a piece of American mythology. So we'll say goodnight and leave you with this final tribute to a great show and a great American family. The Cartwrights of the Ponderosa. Good night. Just 1 hour, the Cartwrights will write again for the first time in 25 years. I'm Michael Landon Jr., counting down to the event of the year, the return of Bonanza, an all-new motion picture 1 hour from now, here on NBC.